you! We just become best friends! Yup!
Moz_despair has just boarded the plane.
What? Thank you! We just become best friends! Yup!
Lucas Diego has just boarded the plane.
What? Thank you! We just become best friends! Yup!
Maura Montanari has just boarded the plane.
Right, here we go. Homies, how's it going? Let's get everything set up. Oh, where's that gone? I got 30 seconds left. Oh. I'll do. Oh, shit. It's always off at an angle, that is. Always off at an angle. Whatevers. Anyway. Oh, microphone's here. Right. Let's do this. Let's get it going, boys. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another Fighting Fantasy adventure. That's a bit of a last-minute dash, then. How is everyone? Jeff is back in the house. He was AWOL last week. Sorely missed. How are you doing? Spellsinger's here up front and central. I love the silver chrome cover of this book. Oh, mate, yeah, it's dripping in silver bullet. Bloody, I mean, what is it? Like this is like the first one that they did where it had some kind of, what do they call it? Plating. What's it called? When you silver, what's the word I'm thinking of? Oh, it's just, you know, coated. It's just, it's not real gold. It's just like painted gold. Like, what the hell's the word I'm looking for, man? There's an actual word that I know, and I can't think of it now. You'd heard that you had heard that this had less than stellar reviews. I can't remember a single thing. I mean, cover of the book is a bit okay, isn't it? Silver lining? No, it's not that. Do you know when you've got like jewelry and it's not real gold, it's gold plated? It's not plated. There's another word I'm thinking of. It's not plated though. It's gold. I've got a gold ring, but it's not made of gold. It's just... No, it's not gilded. It's not gilded either. It's gold. I can't think of what the hell is wrong. Gold leaf. Gold carrots. No. No. Come on. Oh, fuck's sake, man. Let me get my phone out, and then let me see if we can get Google to help us. Not a gold ring, but gold ... I mean, that's just so arbitrary. Jewelry items that look and feel like gold are not solid gold. Common answers: gold, plated gold. Nope. Gold alloy. Nope. Filled. No. Oh, come on, man. This is mental. No, it's not gold leaf. Is it cheap gold? Golden Girls. Rhymester, is that you, mate? Yes, Rhymester's back. How's it going, mate? You were another AWOL last time, but you've got reasons, so, you know. A Theosaurus. Yeah, well, no, we need to know the word first to get Gold Digger. Fuck, what is it, man? It's gold, like, painted, like gold, you know, like... Oh, let me try another word for gold painted. It should be another term, really, isn't it? Gilded? No, it's coated. Coated? Is that? I think that might be the word I'm thinking of. It's just coated. It's like, I don't know, actually. It doesn't feel like that's what it is. But I think it is. It's just... Maybe I am thinking of gold-plated. Maybe I am thinking of that. Maybe that's the word that'll... It just doesn't... Plated, to me, I pin to, like, the hull of a ship. You know, it's plated in metal. You know? I think gold licked. I think it is plated that I'm gold coated. It's either coated or it is plated, and I'm just... Anyway. Nothing to do with this book, except that's what the cover is. It's not silver, okay? It's coated. It's... No, I don't know. I ain't got a clue. Guys, I'm just glad to be back, okay? I'm glad to be here. Mirrored. Honestly. So, who has got this book? Who hasn't got this book? Obviously, I've got the book. And if you do want to buy it, you can pick it up on eBay for like £3. You know, £3 to £5 or dollars is what it has sold for in the past. This is like one of the cheapest books in the whole series. I gotta get used to doing that, actually. This is one of the cheapest books in the whole series. It's quite thick as well. It's Charlie Higson. So, I've never heard of him, to be honest. But it has got a nice map inside of a Lancia where the adventure is set. Who did the drawings in this? Let's see if we can find out who the artiste is. Cover illustration by Robert Ball, and inside illustrations by Vlado Krizan, and map illustrations by Leo Hartas. 3 illustrators brought this book to us. 3! Wow, it came out in 2018. We're now getting up to modern times, and this is the final in this series of NAF covers. Like, there were 3 or 4 books that presented like this in the Scholastic printing when it turned to Scholastic, and this is the final one. After this, they start having decent covers again, because that cover it just stinks. These, like, where it's just a circle and then the rest is like, or even the shield. There was the shielded ones. I think I always lump this in with the shielded ones, but in actual fact, this is different. Come here. Do you know what? Fuck. Got too many films. So yeah, these 2. I feel like there should be more. So these 2, the shield ones, I lump this in with that. I know they're not actually. And these are still Wizard actually. This is the first Scholastic, isn't it? This is actually the first Scholastic printing, because these 2 are still Wizard printed. So, but I always lump this one in with it. So yeah, sorry, this is the... do you know what? Everything I've just said for the last 3 minutes is absolutely wrong. So, guys, this is the first Scholastic printing when they took over from the Wizard books. You know, this represents a new dawn, a new era of fighting fantasy. But not really an improvement over the covers, is it? Because, yeah. I feel like there was a third in this style. Am I missing a book? Stormslayer, Night of the Necromancer. I feel like there should be 3 in this style. I think I'm missing a book here. Gold foil. Yeah, gold foiled. Yeah, I think... Do you know what, Jeff? It's either foil plated... It's one of them, isn't it? Yeah, I think I was thinking of gold plated, to be honest. I think that's what really I was thinking of. Anyway. Let's stop talking bollocks. And let's get fighting fantasying. Let me just reset a few things here. I've got a few films I need to put back. That film would never get made today. Has anybody seen this film, Rita Sue and Bob 2? It's the perviest film you've ever seen. It's actually worrying. Like, this dude here and these two girls. So these two girls are like 18-year-olds, I think. I mean, they might not even be. They might be 16-year-olds, like, in the film. Anyway, they babysit for him. He's got kids and a wife. They babysit for him. He ends up shagging them, like, both of them. It's a really funny film from the 80s, but it's so wrong in so many ways. And it's almost concerningly very pervy. You know, you'd think it was directed by Epstein or something, you know? But it's hilariously funny. It's so funny. Seriously. It is a British classic, you know? But if you haven't seen it, someone's going, just start. Just start the Fighting Fantasy. Someone's already got it. The book covers don't look like a Fighting Fantasy book. Amen to that. That's not a Fighting Fantasy cover. Like, we've come to know, you know, the art of Ian McCaig. Yeah? Like, with the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, Forest of Doom, there's books out there that are iconic, you know? And then when Scholastic took over and thought, we're going to bring Fighting Fantasy to the fans. And you know what? We're going to completely balls it up. We're going to absolutely shit all over it. Because we're going to give them crap covers, digital artwork inside that looks like it should be color, and yet it's all black and white. It's like clip art. It is honestly the worst way. And look, when you have the book on its side, look, you can. It's almost like there's a barcode here. There's all these black lines, and that black line is print on the edging of the page, right? I don't know if you can see it or not, but print on the edging of the page. I've just realised I haven't actually got my my light up yet. Let me get my light up here. I was doing some stuff. Hang on. I was doing some stuff before we went live, which involves Star Wars, and it's kind of still. There we go. It's kind of still in the middle of that. So I've paused it for now, because it was downloading terabytes of data. So, but anyway. Yeah, they really do need to redo this book cover, because it really is crap. And, hello, can we have like a redo of the artwork inside as well? Because the artwork is just shocking. Like time and effort went into this book, you know, fair enough. Time and effort has gone in. I appreciate the effort, but total miss. Scholastic just failing before they could even run. That's the rant over, okay? You digital art. I mean, Jeff, you know what? Jeff is the artist here who probably uses digital tools to create artwork, and I'm not poo-pooing that. I'm not, no. I'm just poo-pooing the decision to go from line art that was hand-drawn with pen, paper, whatever, to then the digital world, and it's all done on a tablet or a computer, and then just popped in. It's the change to digital, not the actual art itself, you know. So, to be honest, it didn't last very long, did it? Because even Ian's next book, Port of Peril, used this kind of clip art stuff. But then they changed it. They're like, you know what, we've ballsed up here, guys. The fans are revolting. Not as in that they're hideous, but they're coming at us with pitchforks. We need to change it. And so they actually turned it around and started using line art. It's still digital, but they did it, you know, in that way. But Jeff actually says digital art is trash. So barely a step up from AI. Do you know what, to me, it's like it's like how a ship is built modular, you know, they're built in pieces and then slapped together, right? Ships of modern age. And most things like airplanes, they're built modular, where you build the components and then you just slot them in. And it's good in one respect, but it kind of loses the art of doing everything uniquely, you know? And that's what the earlier books were. Unique art. Not just sort of bits put together to create an image, but it was actually drawn. You know, that's what they should have never done this. But they, you know, you make a mistake, you learn from it, you move on. They learned from their mistake and they did move on from it. Thank God. So we should. What was that? Somebody said about crowdfunding. We should crowdfund the redo of this book or something. Yeah, that's it. A demon picture. Just drew one today. I hope it's not possessing you, Jeff. I hope your demon picture isn't getting out of the page, you know, and coming after you, type of thing. Yellow. Yellow's in the house. Hello, Yellow. Have I missed anybody else here? El Psycho? Sounds Mexican. Hello? I don't think I've missed anybody else now. If I haven't said hello to you, I'm sorry. They turned it into a child's book. You're supposed to colour the pictures in. Do you know what? That's actually pretty cool. I might start doing that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it would work though, and it might bleed onto the other page. But I might get a secondary copy of this book and colour it in and see what that looks like. That's a good shout, Rhymester. Hey, Rhymester, how are you, by the way? Are you good to go? Yeah? We might get wild in this one. Today's provision meals, are sponsored by Belgian chocolate cookies. Okay, so we got some really high-grade meals here. But to be honest, they're very thick. So I'm only ever going to have half of one to represent a meal. Because they're very rich and very thick and, you know. I don't want to get full on just a single cookie. So since I've asked Rhymester, he hasn't come back, so I hope you're okay, Rhymester. I need to trim this. This is getting very, you know, too much. Needs to be trimmed. Should we light the candle? I feel like a cherry day today. But we're going to go cherry. I don't know if it is cherry, but we're going the red one today. Actually, that was the cherry bomb. I've also got another one here, which I don't really want to open yet. Because it looks pretty good. I feel like it's a winter one, though. Midnight and Phony. Peony? Pony. I don't know how you pronounce that. With leather. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that good shit. Yeah, smells like a wallet. You know, smells like a leather wallet, to be honest. But that's a winter candle, I feel. We'll be using that in the winter. So let's get this one lit. Light them up if you've got them, guys. Come on. Hey, guys, have you guys seen Jim Carrey? I think he's had, like, Botox or something done to him. He turned up at the award show looking like Mickey Rourke. Honestly. He's had, like, injections or Botox, or he's had work done because, like, last year he looked like a walnut, you know, and now he looks like a 20-year-old, but it looks obvious. He looks like a 70-year-old lesbian. It's mad, isn't it? Have you seen it? You seen it, Jeff? I just aged a bit. Yeah, everyone's saying, hey, it's called When You're Getting Older, guys. And it's like, no, it's not. Because that's what it was before he went to this award show. He looked older before. Now, he looks, fuck it out. All right, all right, all right. We'll get on with it. They'll be going all on Mexico on me. Rhymester's all good. Your pacemaking is keeping me go. My pacemaking is keeping my going. It's time to turn it up. Let's get the pacemaker set then. Right, so the adventure sheet again is basic. And of course the rules are at the back of the book. So there's more than 400 entries in this book as well. There's like 470. So it's a bit of a thick one, is what she said. And yellow, we died. Oh yeah, what's our stats? Well, we haven't determined them yet, mate. I'm just gonna make sure that there isn't like a pre-built character system, because for the last 2 books we've been choosing between pre-built characters, and it looks like in this one you get to create your own. You do not start the game with any meals, by the way, it says, but you may acquire some during the course of your adventure. Fuck. So, biscuits might not even get touched today, guys. You start your adventure without a weapon of any kind. Bloody hell, what kind of dude are we? The hardy travelling clothes of an acolyte or the Crucible Isles and a backpack in which you can store items. 7 items only. During the course of your quest, you may well acquire... Fuck. You may well acquire glasses to be able to fucking read. I'll be right back. I left them on my book that I've been reading. I've been reading Hannibal, for anybody who cares. And honestly, I'm amazed at how much I've read. I've only got this little bit to go. So, incoming within the next month of the review of this book. But, and it's so different to the film. Bloody hell. How different is it? Where did I put my glasses? The reason I got up. Cold Ballistic, welcome, good morning. How are you? You won't be surprised if we had died. Yeah, mate, we die every time. We've not completed a book this year. We need to change that. We need to get this going. I thought last time we had a good chance as well, but it turns out I don't think we lasted but 13 minutes. Something last time. I don't know. I can't remember now. Here's all the books that you can get in the Scholastic series. There's obviously more. Right. Let's have a look here. So, we need to roll for our character. Are we being big dice today or little dice, guys? You don't start with any meals or weapons. And it says, occasionally, a page may instruct you to alter your skill score, like if you carry a magic weapon. So, there's that. It says, you also may well acquire various potions along the way. So, we'll have to keep an eye on that. There are a number of different weapons that you may come across during your adventure. No weapon means you have to reduce your attack strength by 2. So let's hope we've got a good one. Big dice. We're going big. Okay. I'm going to roll for the stamina first. Okay. There is also a whole list of weapons and associated damages, but honestly, there's so many. There's like 3 pages full that they all do additional damage or have variables in the dice. Right, so our stamina is 12 plus 7, which is 19, if my maths is correct. So that's pretty good. That's okay, I feel. Like, yeah, it could be better, could be worse. 19's good, I feel. 12, yeah, it's 19. Right. Here is our skill, guys. I kiss it for luck. How lucky are we? Shouldn't have kissed it. We got 9. 9 skill. 19 stamina. I'm going to roll the one I didn't kiss for luck. Roll the 3 anyway, so it don't matter. Kiss it or don't kiss it makes no difference. So we've got 9 luck. We're basically an average, I'd say. So a lot of these weapons it'll say like there's a rusty bread knife will cause 1 stamina point of damage on a successful strike. There's a fire iron, a pitchfork, a cudgel, cleaver, harpoon, sneaky sword. What is a sneaky sword? Oh, hey, that sword was sneaky. There's an assassin's stiletto. I think fucking assassin is wearing high heels. I mean, you're not going to be a silent assassin if you've got stilettos on. God. A woodman's axe, a temple guard's axe, a jeweled warhammer. That's for like a bejazzled dwarf, isn't it? Those are the pride dwarfs that you come across. And then you've got a kopesh, whatever that is. Do you know what? When we pick up the weapon, I'll go find the variable. Because to memorize all that, and may not even use any of it. So that's it, guys. That's everything we need to know. Obviously, we got the background. And then the intro, which we don't need to know. There you go. Vajazzle. No, Vajazzled dwarf. That's the female version of a bejazzled dwarf, isn't it? And a new weapon, the kazoo. Woo! Shit, -2 with no weapon. Yeah, we basically, if we fight without a weapon, we rolling a 7. So, I don't think I'll light the incense today, because there's all this ash covering my books here. It looks like Thanos has been round for dinner, so I think we'll leave the incense today. Diamond on the soles of my shoes. Right, guys. Everybody's put F's in already, so we're just going to start this shit, alright? Let me get another drink of water going. Right. The Crucible Isles lie in the southern stretches of the Great Western Ocean. Shrouded in mist and ringed by dangerous rocks, few outsiders venture here, but those that do are welcomed by the ancient guardians of the Crucible and taught the healing arts. In time, they will learn how to create magic potions in the giant stone crucible that gives the islands their name. If they have the skill, they might attain the level of Guardian of the Galaxy, dedicated to tending the Great Crucible, whatever the Crucible. The islands are quiet, and very little happens here. But one day, the calm is broken by the arrival of a desperate messenger from Alancia. "I bring terrible news," he says when he is taken to the Great High Guardian in the chapter hall. "A plague has broken out in Alancia. People are struck down by the sickness, are turning into hideous demonic monsters." "So," says the Great High Guardian, her face clouded with worry,
The demon plague has returned. It is allowed to spread. It will eventually infect every inhabitant of Titan. There is a cure, however. Smoke oil distilled from the roots of the Assyria lily. We have a small supply here, not enough to cure more than 100 people. But if we were to take some of it to the Temple of Thoth in Alancia, the High Priestess there might be able to use her magic skills to produce enough to save everyone. There is one problem, however. For its own protection, the temple is hidden within the invisible city. Of course it is, you know. Check out the cool neon red effect from the reflection of the book. Is there? No way. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is pretty cool. But when you're reading it, you don't see it. So what you need to do is you need to have a big fat mirror in front of you with a dazzling light display somewhere so it can... Look at that! Oh, it's like an earth thing. It's like an aura of earth there. Look at that. To be honest, I'm beginning to like this cover now. Only if you have a light, though. You know what I mean? Who's sponsoring the meals today? Co-op. The Co-op Belgian chocolate cookies we have. Right. Where was I? The Invisible City. I mean... Making your city invisible, it's all right if you're living in there because no one's going to bother you. But how is Amazon going to deliver your packages? You know, if they can't bloody find it. How if they've thought this through? It is the season of storms and high seas, but there is no time to lose. And so a small band of guardians set sail from the Crucible Isles, headed for Alancia, with 60 vials of smoke oil. You are only a humble acolyte, still learning your skills, but it is your duty to serve Brother Tobin, once of the Guardians, and so you travel with him. So we're going out with Tobin. Brother Tobin. We will land in Karanaleshma, in southwest Alancia, where the people are famous for their wisdom. Brother Tobin explains as the Crucible Isles disappear over the horizon. We are sure that someone there will be able to tell us how to find the Invisible City. But the gods have other plans for you, alright? Thought it was going to be easy? Think again. The seas are dangerous, lashed by tempests and furious winds. Infested with pirates and monsters of the deep. When you finally make land in Alancia, it is not at the peaceful harbour of Kanalishma, but somewhere very different indeed. So we're basically Tom Hanks' Castaway. We need to go to an invisible city to reproduce some, you know, magic potion that we've got to save everybody turning into some, you know, demonic monster. Simples, isn't it? The book has been plated. Amazon never delivers packages, mate, honestly. They're hit and miss. I always find, do you know what? I always find Every. There's a company in Britain, I don't know if you've got it elsewhere, called Every, and they are very good, you know. They always deliver when I'm in, you know. And they never seem to deliver when... Oh, shit, I've just lost the book. They never seem to deliver when I'm not in. But I'm getting to know, because it's the same delivery driver, I'm getting to know this person, you know. As in, just her name, that's it. I don't know anything about her. Like... but other than that, it's like Royal Mail are sketch. Our mail system in the UK, it's all over the place. Like, they deliver, they don't deliver. They'll leave a card to say that they missed you when they don't even need a signature, and they could have put it in the letterbox. It's like they want you to go down to their offices, but
Sometimes they'll deliver it on another working day. Sometimes they won't. It's just, you just never know. Royal Snail is what they should be called. She can deliver her goods anytime. What, this one here? Snake Lady. She looks very demonic. Look at that picture there. I would not want her. I mean, she looks like she's on her monthly. And that, you know, I'll stay away from that. You know what I mean? She's got spikes coming out of her head as well. And she's got these big earrings, it looks like. She looks like a vampire, to be honest. Is that what this book is alluding to? It's going to turn the country into a lot of vampires. Why is it called the Gates of Death? Are they talking about her gates? Yeah, man trap, basically. I ordered something from Amazon at 7:30 p.m. and I got it at 6 a.m. the next day. That's a success story, Rhymester. That is a success story. The company Relay are shite too. Never heard of Relay. Where's that? Is that some Mexican firm? Welcome back. Did we go anywhere? Where did we go? No dropped frames. Right, I'm going to put the timer on, guys, because we've started. Shit. Matches have just dive-bombed the floor. Let me start the timer. I can find it. 4 hours and 35 minutes, that timer said. That's how long we lasted last time. So actually, we lasted quite a long time. The 13 minutes one must have been the week before, the time before. Barney from How I Met Your Mother does a good analogy graph for the hot versus crazy. The hot versus crazy scale. Yeah, you can never... Actually, though, I'm sorry. Actually, no, it's true. I was at Butlins. I used to work at Butlins. And there was this girl, and she was super hot, by the way. Honestly, tanned to perfection. Blonde hair, which I don't usually go for, but this one, batshit crazy. She ended up taking a knife to somebody in the kitchen, you know, and she was like, she stood up one time, because like, I was a waiter at Butlins, and she stood up during meal service, like on a chair, and went, I'm bisexual. I was just like, I'm oh shit, I used to know that person. Honestly. Yeah. And she was hot, but she was batshit crazy. So, pillows, actually, no. She wasn't voluptuous or anything like that. She had a good shape, but nothing bigger than my hand. Like, it was just a really nice firm shape, that's all. You know, I mean, hey, I was like, what, 22, I think? Maybe... Actually, no, I must have been younger. I must have been about 19 or 20 when I went to Butlins. It was in 1999 to 2000 I was in Butlins. Because I remember season 6 of Friends coming out. So that's how I know. I don't know how old I was. I was like 18, 19, 20, something like that. She was the same age as me. So you just imagine a 19-year-old. She actually, now that I think about it, she fucking looked like Bonnie Blue. That's what she kind of looked like. Oh, fuck. Obviously, it wasn't her. Because I don't even know if she was born or so. I don't know how old she is. But yeah, I've just realized she actually looked like Bonnie Blue. But she was a bit darker skinned, like tan. I have no idea. I can't even remember her name. That's bloody hell. I could not tell you her name to save my life. You just have to kill me. But she was hot. Anyway. Did she say hello to my little friend? No, she never did say that, man. She had 19 stamina. Hey, we've got 19 stamina today. When I was 15... Hey? me love you $10. Right, let me start now, guys. Do you know what? I might actually have a picture of her. I have a picture of when I was at Butlins somewhere, and I might have a picture of her in that. There was like a group photo taken. If I can find it, I will show you in 2 weeks on the next stream, okay? Which is the Bonnie Brew, the prequel. On the 15th of March. I got to check my calendar to make sure I'm free. Am I doing anything on the 15th of March? It's Mother's Day! Oh, I don't know, guys. We might have to reschedule for next week if it's Mother's Day. I mean, it's Mother's Day in the UK. Is it Mother's Day elsewhere? I don't think it is it? But I have a feeling it's probably not a good idea to do a stream on Mother's Day. You know? Yeah. Guys, we might have to do this next week instead of the 15th. Because I don't fancy streaming on Mother's Day. Out of respect to the mother, you know? Today's my birthday. Ah, Jeff. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jeff Whittiart. Happy birthday to you. Oh, hip hip. How old are you, mate? How old are you? Don't say it's anybody else's birthday. 53! Mate, you're only 5 years older than me. That's fine. To be honest, I had you down as a bit younger. You're young at heart, mate. You've got a young spirit. I can see it in your words. All right? Right. Actually, I've got a question. We've got Australians in the chat. Is it Mother's Day on the 15th in Australia? And if there's any... Screen's just gone blank. If there's anybody from America in the stream, is it Mother's Day on the 15th? Everybody put down if it's Mother's Day in 2 weeks' time for you, where you are. Yes or no? And I'll just continue while you guys start putting in if it's Mother's Day on the 15th of March for you guys. I'm from America and Mother's Day is April. Ooh, okay. For his golly good fellow. You mean jolly with a J, Rhymester? I have a feeling you guys are behind the stream. I think you guys might need to refresh your stream in order to catch up. You know what I'm saying? May the 10th, USA is Mother's Day. Right, okay. Start the clock again. Mother's Day is always the second Sunday in May. Right, okay. So it's not Mother's Day on March the 15th for you guys, the majority of the viewers. It does not make sense for me then to not do it on Mother's Day because it's just another day for you guys. My mother lives in Birmingham. I'll be FaceTiming her. Like, I'm not going to be seeing her. So 2 weeks time, we're still normal is the normal, okay? We're still on the 15th. So if I can find that picture of the crazy hot one, you guys will see it on the 15th, all right? Right, let's carry on. You step up on the gangplank and walk down to the dockside. It feels good to have solid ground beneath your feet after being so long at sea. Although you feel wobbly and unstable and are very sick from the voyage. You kneel down, intending to kiss dry land, and instead you heave up your last meal on the cobblestones. Lose 5 stamina points. Fuck. We lose 5 stamina points without even making a single decision. So, we're down to 14 now. F's for fucking the chat, innit? Bloody hell. At least you're still alive, though. You feared you would not survive the voyage. Your tiny fleet has blown away off course, and 6 days ago, the last surviving ships were wrecked, and you were flung into the icy ocean. It was only by some miracle that you and Brother Tobin were snared in the nets of a fishing boat, whose captain dragged you out of the water and brought you here to Port Blacksand. We're in Port Blacksand. Oh my gosh. All of the other people who set off from the Crucible Isles, you and Brother Tobin are the only 2 left. So this is Castaway, the fighting fantasy book, isn't it? Turn to page 315 to start talking to a volleyball, you know. This does not bode well. The picture will be a nice Mother's Day present for us all. Yeah. You turn to help your master. Hang on, what? Brother Tobin is our master. Bloody hell. He down the gangplank because for some reason he can't walk by himself. Brother Tobin, who is old and bald and stooped, is sick from spending so long in the water after the wreck. His legs shake, and he holds out an arm so that you can steady him. So he's basically like this, coming down the gangplank. No wonder we have to help him. I've got a hair in my mouth. I think it's my beard. We've made it then, he says, and offers up a prayer of thanks to Throff. He then passes you the last surviving vials of smoke oil for safekeeping. There are only 10 left, he says. How many did we start with, mate? Has he been knocking them back on the journey? Guard them well. I wish we had more, but if we can only get 1 vial to the High Priestess in the Invisible City, we will have succeeded. Now we must get out of Port Blacksand as quickly as possible. This does not look like a friendly place at all. And he's right. The narrow, winding streets that lead away from the harbour are dark and dirty. It's dirty, guys. It's bloody dirty. And it has crumbling buildings overhanging them, and in some cases meeting at the top. The dockside is crowded with a variety of unwashed people who look like they're adding to the general stink of rotting fish and sewage that hangs in the air. So we get off the boat and there's shit and fish smelling all over the place, and then there's unkept, unwashed people going, hello, and they stink as well. Oh, God. You see traders and sailors, adventurers, pirates, men for hire, beggars and shady characters of all types. Welcome to Port Blacksand. So it's Bristol. Mate, I know somebody from Bristol, mate. I hope he's not watching. I wish he would pass as a weapon. Yeah, anybody got a weapon, mate? I don't fancy getting into a fight right now. We must eat before we do anything else, says Brother Tobin, and you follow your noses away from the wharf up Catfish Street, where it's possible you might get conned on that street. If it's called Catfish Street, I wouldn't believe anything anybody says on that street. and you head to the fish market. Although after smelling shitty fish, shitty rotten fish, do we really want to go to the fish market after that? I think I've gone off sushi for life. The market is situated in a busy square where you will find a fishwife. What? A fishwife? Grilling sardines over hot coals. A fishwife? The fuck's that? The smell of her cooking jabs like a knife at your empty belly. Guys, we're hungry. As you make your way over to the fishwife, you pass a stall selling fishing equipment. Hooks, anchors, nets, belaying pins, and even a couple of whaling harpoons. The fishwife tells you it will be 1 gold piece for a meal. Dude, we haven't got any fucking money. So, making sure nobody is looking, you pull your purse out from where it's hidden in the folds of your tunic, and you count your money. In public. I mean, you have only 10 gold pieces. Right, we got 10 gold pieces, guys. And the price is criminal. But you're desperate to eat. Do you want to pay the woman, or will you refuse to pay the price of 1 gold piece for a meal? What are we doing, guys? Are we refusing the meal, or are we going to pay 1 gold piece out of 10 to buy some shitty fish? I think. Refuse. Now, you said buy some shitfish, Spellsinger, and I know you said that before I asked this decision. So we will refuse. I'm not paying 1 gold piece for gone off fish, mate. Put your purse away, says Brother Tobin, pushing your hand back inside your tunic. All right, easy, mate. You wonder what the problem is, and then see that there are 2 men who are arguing nearby. One of them is Heathcote, the captain of the fishing boat that rescued you. He's still dressed in his waterproof, weather-beaten leathers. The other man is a local merchant, wealthy by the look of him, with jeweled rings on his fingers, Liberace, innit? And a large gold medallion hanging on his chest. What up? You're no better than the thieves and cutthroats who infest this place, Heathcote shouts, grabbing a handful of the merchant's fine silk robes. The price you're offering me for my catch is robbery, plain and simple. It's the best price you'll get in Port Blacksand, says the merchant. Believe me. I nearly died catching those fish, says Captain Heathcote. I was warned about this place, but because of the storms, it was the only place we could put in. There is a picture here. I don't know. No, I can't read it yet, sorry. I don't think it relates to what I'm reading, to be honest, the picture. It's also got a little text at the bottom, so I'll read it in a sec. People are starting to gather around, some taking Captain Heathcote's side, some taking the side of the merchant, who is shaking and getting very red in the face. You see that foam is forming around his mouth, and his eyes are losing their focus. Can you see the focus being lost in someone's eyes? Is that possible? And then suddenly he snarls and tries to bite Captain Heathcote, who jumps back in surprise. Hey? Hang on. People are gathering around. Some taking the side of the merchant. So people in the crowd are gathering round, and then one of them tries to go for him. Anyway, here's the picture, right? That's the picture, which does honestly look pretty cool, I will say that. But the text says, it strikes Brother Tobin down, which we haven't read yet. So, a bit weird. The next, because I'm on the next page now, so it's not even the right picture relating to what's bloody, being read on the page. The next moment, the merchant bends over double, his back cracking and popping. When he straightens up, you see that the whites of his eyes have gone dark, and his teeth appear to have grown bigger and sharper. Even as you watch, his skin turns rough and warty, and his fingernails grow into long claws. There are screams as people back away. It's the plague, someone shouts. The plague has come to poor Black Sand. He has the demon curse. The thing that was once the merchant lashes out with awful strength, sending Captain Heathcote flying. Roar! Brother Tobin cries out, "Stop!" Raising both arms, "I command you to stop. In the name of love." But now the demon merchant has seen him, and it turns its dark eyes on him and advances. Before you can do anything, it strikes Brother Tobin down. You see that he has been wounded, but is mercifully still alive. Cue the picture finally, on the page. A group of locals draw their weapons, but they hang back scared. If you don't do something fast, the demon is going to attack your master again. What shall we do, guys? Remember, gasps Brother Tobin, our mission is to help the people of Alancia and rid them of the demon plague. So we've got 3 options we can do here, guys. We can grab the Guardian and try to make a run for it. So pick up Brother Tobin and leg it. We can try and attack this demon merchant. Or we can use one of the precious vials of smoke oil where we only have 10 left or something? Did he say? We've only got so many left, haven't we? I actually maybe should have noted them down. There are only 10 vials, yeah. So we've only got 10 potions left. Do we use a potion? Do we fight the creature? Or do we fucking run? Okay. Use the vial, Yellow says. Right. We're going to use one of the precious vials of smoke oil to try to cure the demon merchant. Here we go. Fingers crossed. You only have 10 vials of smoke oil left, but this is a matter of life or death. If the creature kills Brother Tobin, your mission is over, okay? Because we can't do it by ourselves, can we? Even though he's given us the smoke oil. I want to say snake oil. Well, it's smoke oil. And perhaps if you show the locals what you've brought, it will make your job easier. You quickly slip your back off your shoulder and fumble inside for one of the glass vials. You take it out just in time and throw it at the feet of the demon where it shatters, releasing a cloud of yellow gas. The demon merchant shrieks, "Ah!" flails its arms, and then collapses with purple smoke streaming from its mouth and nose. Ah! So what have we here then? You turn to see a man dressed in tattered grey robes, a hood shading his face. At least you think it's a man. You glimpse a pair of red, burning eyes, sharp teeth, and reptilian skin under the hood. It's the lizard man. A demon attacked us, you explain. It was going to kill Brother Tobin. Everyone looks down. There's no demon there. Only the merchant, blinking in surprise. What's going on? Doesn't look like any demon to me, says the strange man, and then his bony hand grips your arm. You'd better come with me, he whispers, and nods to where a unit of the city guard is hurrying over towards the commotion that's, being displayed here. They're dressed all in black, with black chainmail. They don't like outsiders here, the man explains, especially guardians. Ugh. You notice that the locals are keeping their distance from the red-eyed man, scared of him. There's still time to make a run for it, you know. You spot a dark alleyway on the far side of the market. Do you want to break away from the man and run towards the alleyway, or choose to trust this man and just go with him? What shall we do, guys? Trust him and go with him, or try and break off and run? It's all up to you. It's all down to you guys. Trust and go with him. Right. Let's trust it. You and Brother Tobin follow the strange red-eyed man through the crowd, away from the approaching guards. You're careful where you tread. The streets are filthy with rubbish and droppings. Nasty-looking villains of every type hang out on each corner as you pass. Cut purses, hired killers looking for work, disgraced minor wizards down on their luck, smugglers selling poison and stolen jewelry. Gold-plated. You know. But they all seem... It is plated, it is gold-plated, that's the word I was thinking of. But they all seem wary of the man in grey robes, and leave the three of you alone. Brother Tobin is struggling to keep up. He's short and he's out of breath. His wound is hurting him, and he's sweating. You let him lean on you as you carry on. Rising above the houses ahead of you are massive walls, and behind them is a forbidding building topped by 2 towers, from the taller of which a standard flaps in the wind, showing a dragon and a pirate ship. A flag, basically, flapping. "You don't want to go anywhere near there," says the red-eyed man. "That is Lord Azur's palace." Or Azur's. You've heard tales of Varric Azur. Nightmare tales, and you hope you can leave Port Blacksand without having any dealings with the sinister ex-pirate who rules over the city. Soon you come to the Catfish River that runs through the town and is the main source of the great stink that hangs over the place. I tell you now, if we're knocking on Nicodemus's door, honestly. You see sewage, dead animals, and dead fish floating in it. And there, the body of a woman drifts past with 3 rats perched on her back. Nobody else pays any attention. Like, dead bodies floating past, rats waving to you. "Hello! This is our dinner." You know, like... Your guide suddenly stops. You are at a bridge. Oh, we're going to see bloody Nicodemus, aren't we? With a row of stakes along either side of it, each one topped with the skull of some monstrous creature. The wind whistles over the bridge. The singing fucking bridge, innit? And through the skulls, making a sad sighing sound, almost like singing. The man mutters something and leads you down some steps to a hut hidden under the bridge. It's Nicodemus. A sign reads, "Keep out," but the man ignores it and goes inside. "Hey, Nico, how's it going, mate?" Once inside the hut, the man locks the door and throws off his grey robes, somehow changing completely. Gone are the red eyes and reptilian skin, and instead, standing before you, is an old man dressed in an all-white, with long white hair and a long white beard. It's Nicodemus himself. He was the reptilian red-eyed in the bloody crowd. "Forgive the disguise," he says, getting some jars down from a shelf. "I don't like to show my hand. I try to stay away from other people. But when I heard there was a guardian from the Crucible Isles here with his young acolyte, I had to find you.
My name is Nicodemus, and I know what your mission is. To stop the demon plague. It threatens everyone in Alancia, and it is only a matter of time before it spreads to the rest of Titan. He is a pothead, by the way, isn't he? That cannot be allowed to happen. I will help you get your smoke oil to the High Priestess at the Temple of Throth. I cannot come with you, though, alas, as I never leave this place anymore. But I have magic potions that will aid you on your quest. Of course you do, mate. He sets the potion jars out in front of you. Each one contains a different coloured liquid. And I've got to remember we used a potion already, haven't we? You read the labels and wonder what they might do. Take these 4, he says. Any more than that, and there is a risk they will react with each other and destroy you. You can use each one only once. Simply open the bottle and release the magic. Each one is powerful against a different threat, but I cannot tell you which one to use when. You must let the goddess guide your hand. Oh, get out, mate. Yeah, how about giving us your butcher's knife, mate? Have you got a knife in the property? So now we can add the following magical potions to our equipment list. Here we go. We have a potion called Thick as Thieves. Doesn't tell me what it does. Another potion called Pretty as a Picture. Pretty as a Picture. The third one's called Collie Wobbles. Collie Wobbles. And the final one's called Dragon's Breath, which I'm sure everybody takes first thing in the morning before they get out of bed. In my experience, anyway. The potion instructions are in Chinese. Yeah. As you put the jars in your backpack, Nicodemus examines Brother Tobin, who is slumped in a chair. Oh, he's a write-off, I reckon. His whole body trembling, his skin's turning grey. I mean, definitely a write-off. The wound is infected, says Nicodemus. It is only a matter of time before he turns into a demon. You will have to travel alone. I'll keep an eye on him. You are about to protest when Brother Tobin whispers your name. Nicodemus is right. That's not whispering my name, he says, feebly gripping your arm. I don't have the strength to walk another step or to fight the demonic infection. Only you can save Titan. Be brave, pure of heart. And be quick, by the way, Nicodemus says. The longer you delay, the worse the plague will get. Take Bridge Street to the market square and then on to the main gate. From there, take the road to Silverton and on to Salmonis. The people of Salmonis are more civilized than the scum who live here and should be able to tell you how to find the invisible city. Tell no one of your mission until you are there, and take my robe. It will get you safely out of town. There, its magic ends, however. After that, and you're on your own. So he's going to give us his magic robe. He picks up the robe and offers it to you. You smell sulphur coming from it and see a glint in the wizard's eye. Can you trust anyone in this awful place? Do you want to put on the robe? Or do you want to attack Nicodemus and try and take more of his potions? Or do you want to grab Brother Tobin and leave without putting on the robe? Which one do you want to do, guys? Attack Nicodemus? Take Brother Tobin and leave? Or put the robe on? Which one do you want to do? Robe. Jeff says robe. Robe, put it on. Okay. It's a shame, because I'm quite interested to see what happens then if you attack Nicodemus. Right. Nicodemus holds out his magical robe, but before you can put it on, you hear a cry of pain. Brother Tobin is bent over, clutching his stomach. His bones are cracking. Suddenly he straightens up with a jerk and a snarl, and you see that he has rough, warty skin and the same horrible dark eyes and long claws and sharp teeth as the possessed merchant, He leaps at you and is struck down by a beam of light from Nicodemus's outstretched hands. Begone! Brother Tobin falls to the floor and dissolves in a cloud of purple smoke. It's the end of Brother Tobin. He would have died anyway, says Nicodemus. Now be quick and take my robe and ignore the smell. You look at what is left of poor Brother Tobin. Do you still want to put the robe on? Or do you want to attack Nicodemus? What shall we do, guys? Put the robe on or attack Nico? What do you reckon? The fires of hell command you. Put the robe on. Oh, man. Okay, this is twice he's asked us. You slip the robe on, and Nicodemus shouts something in a language you don't understand. For a moment, his hut is filled with light. You realize he must be a very powerful figure, and wonder how he ended up here underneath the singing bridge by the stinking Catfish River. He's probably the stink of the whole place. There's a shift in the air, and you feel different, but exactly you can't say how. You leave the hut and are amazed at how everybody in town keeps away from you. He's given you his pissy, shitty robe, that's why. Halfway up Bridge Street, you catch your reflection in a shop window, and you see that you have red eyes, sharp teeth, and the skin of a lizard. So that explains it. So we're basically the creature on the front of the Forest of Doom book, aren't we? It takes you no time at all to get to the main gate, which means that creature on the front cover of Forest of Doom is bloody Nicodemus playing silly buggers with his Yastromo friend, or it could be Yastromo. You know. Anyway. Takes you no time at all to get to the main gate. And as you pass outside the walls, however, there is another shift in the air, and your grey robes turn to dust and fall from your shoulders. You shiver, suddenly cold. Clouds are gathering. Nicodemus can't help you now, and you're basically out of the city, aren't you? He was right, you truly are on your own. You're on your own, guys. You are outside the city gates. As you walk away from them, you feel something tug at the hem of your tunic. You turn, ready to fight, and see that an old beggar squatting in the dirt has grabbed hold of you. He has a filthy bandage wrapped around his face, covering his eyes and ears, and he looks like he hasn't eaten in days. And so do we, I think. Magic has got you this far, he says, but now you have some hard traveling ahead of you. Spare me a gold piece, and I'll tell you some secrets. Do you want to give this guy a gold piece, or tell him to jog on, and we just carry on walking? What shall we do, guys? Should we flick a coin in his face and say, tell us what you know, or should we just say, piss off, and walk away? Give a coin. I give a little coin. How many coins did we have? We had 10 gold coins, didn't we? So now we've got 9. Because we didn't pay last time, did we? Let's give him some of your gold. Oh, some of your gold, it says. Not just 1 gold coin. It looks like we're giving him more than 1. You give the old beggar 1 gold piece, and he smiles at you.
My name is Fazilasastra, he says, and I was once a powerful wizard, but I made the mistake of coming to Port Blacksand, where I discovered I was not as powerful as I thought. Lord Azur doesn't like competition in his city. He captured me, and then the one who calls himself Lord Azur's eyes struck out my eyes. The one who calls himself Lord Azur's ears pierced my eardrums and made me deaf. And finally, the one who calls himself Lord Azur's mouth cut out my tongue, even though I got perfect diction right now. You know? So now you're wondering, aren't you? How can I hear you? And how can I speak to you? But look, my lips don't move. I'm full of shit. I still have some magic left that Azur couldn't get to. And as you have been generous to me, I will be generous to you. Take this. A fine lady gave it to me. He hands you a small bottle of perfume. A little small vial of perfume. It is called Nostalgia, he says. One whiff, it will instantly take you back to a happier time. Sounds like he's bloody eating Nostalgia already. Add the Nostalgia perfume to your equipment list. Fuck hell. He sounds like a great character. He's given us some nostalgic juice, basically. I don't know. Nostalgia. It'll take you back to happier times. That sounds like an advert for fucking weed or something. Pardon my French, guys. Then Fazilus offers you something else. Poison antidote, he says, passing you a thin flask. My own recipe. You tuck it into your backpack, add the poison antidote as well to the list. Ooh. Poison anti. Man, we are dripping with poison, with bloody vials of chemicals here. I see into your heart, he says, and I see you must follow the corpse road. View the magic city from the grey rock known as Mount Mirror, and pass through the gates of death if you wish to succeed. Oh, and don't eat too many pies. Now, hurry. I've told you all I can.
Sounds like Donald Trump, actually. Bloody hell, man. This dude is a character indeed.
So, we've just taken some chemicals from a pisshead and taking his advice.
Yo, HVR. Yo.
Yeah, we still haven't got a weapon. Everybody's given us all these chemicals. How about a bloody weapon?
The Lynx effect.
There is a sign beside the road pointing towards Silverton, which is, I guess, the town we're going to. I thought we were going to Salmonis myself, but okay. It looks like someone has been using it for target practice. There are several arrows sticking out of it. To get to Salmonis, you will have to go through Silverton. Oh, okay. So you set off down the road, glad to be leaving the hateful city of thieves behind you. So, on the road again. I can't wait to get back on the road again. You've not done 100 paces, however, when a gang of highwaymen emerges from some ruined buildings by the side of the road, and the brigands quickly surround you. There are 5 of them, and they're armed to the teeth. And that's what they look like, guys. The dirty brigands. And they're armed, and we're not, so I'm thinking we're screwed. In fact, even their teeth are armed. Our teeth have tiny little swords hanging out. They have sharpened metal plates inside their mouths. Man, they're all plated up in their mouth, innit? 2 of them carry short bows and the rest have swords. Thought you could get away without paying the toll, did ya? Says their leader, his voice muffled by his metal toothplate. You look like a scruffy beggar, but I'll bet you've got something of value on you. Oh, we're not completely heartless, though. We'll leave you with the shirt on your back, but we'll have everything else, including your boots. Well, these Skechers, mate. Honestly, you don't get anything for them. And then, as a show of our appreciation, we'll give you a special gift that will make things a lot simpler for you. Oh yeah. Do you want to give them all your items and weapons and discover what the special gift is? That's one option. Or do you want to fight? Or do you want to try and run away? 3 options there, guys. I think we need to use one of the potions here, fellas. Oh, my sound has just disappeared. What do you want to do, guys? Run away, put up a fight, or give everything to them, basically, is the options. I mean, using a potion isn't one of the options here, Jeff. Fight with magic. Again, not one of the options. Oh, fight. You want to fight them. Okay. Right here, Scary. Go on, I'll take you all on. Let's put up a fight. The 5 highwaymen advance towards you, chuckling, ready for a fight. Have you visited Lord Azur's palace? No, we haven't. Kind of feel like we should have now. Maybe we'd have gotten a pass with these guys. Ooh, that's a cool picture. You have no powerful weapons, so you will have to walk the path of the wise and use your wits and your magic. The highwaymen are too well armed for you to consider fighting them yet. You will have to weaken them with magic first. Okay? It's a good thing we got bloody magic on us then, isn't it? There are 5 thieving highwaymen, and they have the following attributes. Basically, a mixture of skills of 7s and 8s, and staminas ranging from 6 to 8. And there's 5 of them. Which jar will you choose from your pack to deal with them? You can use the smoke oil. You can use the thick of thieves, the pretty as a picture, the dragon's breath, the collie wobbles. You can open a nostalgia perfume bottle, if you have one, which we do. Or are you ready to simply fight them as is? What shall we do, guys? The Thick of Thieves potion. Okay. Thick of Thieves. You pull the cork off the bottle labelled Thick of Thieves, and a nasty blue smoke wafts out. You cover your nose and mouth and you drop the bottle, and the smoke seems to be alive. It seeks out the thieving highwaymen, and they can't help but to breathe it in. Let me just cross off this Thick as Thieves now, because we've used it. A dim look comes into their eyes. They stand there, blinking and confused, not sure where they are or even who they are. "Who's this bloke then?" says one, peering at you. "Is it Lord Azur?"
Don't be stupid, says another. Lord Asher's much taller than that. Don't you call me stupid? How'd you know how tall he is if you'd never seen him? I saw a dead frog once. What's that got to do with anything, you idiot? Are you calling me an idiot? And they start bloody, having a scrap between themselves. It's a mop, I think, says a third. A mop, you Burke, it's a sausage. No, you're all fools. It's a cucumber. No, yeah, well, I'll show you what it does. And literally, they all start fighting each other. And not long after that, they all lie dead in the road. They kill each other. Fuck yeah. Thick as thieves. Bloody hell. How cool is that, man? We didn't have to do a single thing. Magic. The highwaymen can't threaten you anymore. Working quickly, you loot their possessions. So we have 1 jar of healing ointment. So we can add all this to our backpack. Remember, we can only take 7 items, guys. So we've got 1 jar of healing ointment. We've got 1 hard sausage. Are we taking everything, by the way, guys? And 1 sneaky sword! 1 sneaky sword! We're definitely taking the sneaky bloody sword, I'll tell you that now. That goes under weapons, doesn't go in our backpack. Yes, okay, right, I'll put in hard sausage. You want to take everything? You never know when a hard sausage might come in handy. Right. Let me go find out what sneaky... I was about to say sneaky sausage then. What sneaky sword does. So this weapon favored by thieves causes 2 points of damage. So we're just going to say it's the normal way we roll for, So nothing really special about this sword. Except that it's a little bit sneaky. Sausage is probably a ration. I mean, we probably could use that as a meal, couldn't we? But it's hard. So it's cold, hard sausage. Right, let's crack on. You walk on a little way down the road, but stop as you hear the noise of thundering hooves behind you. You turn to see 4 black horses pulling a long black carriage bearing down on you from the direction of Port Blacksand. You jump out of the road to avoid being run down, but the driver pulls on the reins and the carriage stops right beside you in a cloud of dust. And an elegant-looking lady leans out of the window, her face covered by a veil, and you catch the glint of a smile. And this is a picture of her, guys. There you go. Hello. Sneaky sword is worth 2, but having a weapon removed... our -2 definitely... Well, yeah. We're no longer running on a -2 skill score. So that's good. You know what I mean? Is she in a Butlins uniform? Actually, that she honestly does look a little bit like that girl. Oh, I kind of feel like her name began with an L or a V. I don't know. I do know her name. I just can't remember it, so it probably will hit me at some point. Thank you so much, she says. Those highway robbers have been stopping all traffic. Hang on, what? We haven't done anything. She stopped by us. Oh, for the thieves we just... All right. Those highway robbers have been stopping all traffic on this road and stealing from honest travellers. You've dealt with them once and for all. I can offer you a ride in my carriage. My name is Lady Webspin. Webspin. And I'm going to Salmonus. If you're headed that way, why don't you climb aboard?
Do you want to get on Lady Webspin's offer, guys? Or shall we refuse it? I'd argue we got 11. Well, no, Jeff, we haven't got 11 skill. Because before, our skill was 7 because we didn't have a sword. Now we've got a sword, it removes that -2, and now we're on 9, which is what our original is. So, innit? Sounds like a trap. I don't know, mate. Are we getting in? We won't know until we make a choice, guys. Which I'm guessing nobody wants to be the one to nuke us. So we either take her up on her offer and, you know, web blast our way through to Salmonis on Lady Webspin's offer, or we refuse it and we have to walk. Either way, I'm having a drink. Let's take a ride. I feel like she'll be the one taking the ride, if you know what I mean. Right. You clamber aboard the carriage and see that Lady Webspin is travelling with a maidservant. There's 2 of them. Who she introduces herself as Liara. Liara. You are soon on your way, rattling and bouncing down the road with the 2 ladies in. Lady Webspin draws her veil aside, and she has a kind face, even though she has come from a den of thieves and villains that is Port Blacksand. She asks you innocently where you're going, and what are you planning to do there? Words of warning are ringing in your head. Trust no one from Port Blacksand, and tell no one of your task. So we can either tell her the truth of what we're doing, or we can just say, shut up, bitch, and take me to Salmonis. Which one do you want to do, guys? Begins with an L. Twins. If this wagon's a rockin', don't come knocking. We're going all the way, love. So what we doing here? Are we getting down and telling her everything and say, listen, I'll tell you the truth? Or just say, shut up, man, I'll tell you nothing. I'm just here for the pancakes, please. What shall we do? Tell the truth? Or just, you know, just keep driving. I'm not saying nothing. Shouldn't be asking me these personal questions. I've got rights. Say nought. Okay. Tell her that you're just going to visit an auntie in Salmonis. So yeah, my auntie lives there. So, yeah, we haven't seen her for ages. I'm gonna go see her, and you know. Lady Webspin listens to your bullshit story about visiting an aunt without comment, and then says something to her girl Liara, who gets out a basket of food and offers you something to eat. Do you wish to accept your offer of food or turn down the offer of food? I mean, I don't know, what did she whisper? Oh, he's going to see his auntie. That's his wife, that is. He's married. So, yeah, we're not gonna get any here. He's got somebody in Salmonis, he has. Take the food. Oh, yeah, I'll take those apples. Are you offering me some buns, love? You gratefully eat some cold chicken, bread, and cheese. Add 3 points of stamina. So now we're on 18. No, we're not. 17, sorry. We'd rather be eating something else. Hey, I was hungry, but not for some chicken or bread, if you know what I'm saying. Right. That was a nice little... So, yeah. I'll tell you what. I've got some nuts here. I'll, because we've eaten, I'll just have a little nibble of the nuts. Because it wasn't a full meal. There we go. Same as eating the chicken, isn't it? Right. You close your eyes. And do what nature intends, love. You close your eyes and settle down in the soft cushioned seat. Soon the rocking and rolling starts. Soon the rocking and rolling of the carriage has lulled you into a deep sleep. And you get 2 points of stamina. So we're up to full strength now, guys. We get some nice morning rise. You know? When you awake, though, it's dark and the carriage has stopped. And you come alert quickly. What? You come alert quickly. Is there something wrong? We have arrived in Silverton. Why, it was Salmonis is where we were going, love. Lady Webster, we've arrived in Silverton, she explains. I am spending the night here and carrying on to Salmonis in the morning. If you would like to ride with me again, meet me back here at daybreak. Alright? So that's where we have to be, guys. Okay? You thank her and step out of the carriage to find that you're outside the inn called the Old Toad. So this must be Silverton. And as Lady Webspin and her maidservants go inside, you take a look around. Welcome to Silverton, guys. So we need to meet her back in the morning if we want to continue with her. The buildings are more ornate and better built than the ones in Port Blacksand, which look like they've been just piled on top of each other. It feels much safer here. The streets are clean and wide and lit by braziers. There is a tariff board outside the inn. Food, 1 gold piece. A bed, 1 gold piece. And behind the inn, however, you find that there's a stable filled with mounds of soft, inviting straw. You count up your gold pieces and weigh up where you might like to sleep. We have got 9 gold pieces. Do you want to sleep at the Old Toad Inn? Or do you want to go to sleep in the stables? Where shall we go? To the inn. Okay. Let's go into the inn. Let's get an inn on the inn. The inn is warm and the landlord is welcoming. So we're inside the inn. Do you want to eat now or do you want to go straight to bed, guys? We can either eat. I mean, we're full strength, so we don't need to eat, really. So, but we can eat or we can go to bed. It sounds like there's a storm a brewing, so... Straight to bed. Right. Straight to bed. You pay the landlord 1 gold piece for the pleasure of his bed. Not his bed, but, you know. And he shows you to the room, which is small but clean. You know, bed, piss pot in the corner. It's all very nice. My rooster will wake you at daybreak, he says, and leaves you to settle down for a good night's sleep. Now, it does say I had 2 stamina points, but unfortunately, we can't because we're topped out. So, that sleep really didn't do anything for us. Yeah. The crowing of a cock wakes you up in the morning. That's what it says. The crowing of a cock wakes you up. Get that cock out of my face. And you see that the sun is already up. And you check that you have all your belongings and quickly make your way to the front of the inn, where you see a familiar black carriage standing ready to depart. A porter from the inn is loading luggage onto the roof. This ain't a public coach, he says when he catches you staring. It's not for the likes of you. This here's Lady Webspin's carriage. She's a fine lady. and she's on her way to Salmonis. Like, no shit, Sherlock. Who do you think was with her last night? Do you want to make your own way out of town, or do you want to ignore this dude and just carry on, you know, with getting in the carriage? Because, you know, we are with Lady Webspin after all, so. Morning wood. So, or we could just walk out of town ourselves and just, yeah, whatever, Jack. Carry on and get inside, yeah. Yo, lady, are you here? Some dickhead out here is not letting us inside. Do you remember us? You knock on the carriage. Oh. Knocking your glasses case onto the floor. And it slowly opens. Ah, it's you again, says a familiar voice. Don't mind old Misery Guts. He's only trying to look out for me and have him all to himself. Climb aboard. Get on. Lady Webspin is sitting there with her maidservant. She smiles at you as you get in and sit down opposite her. Right, ladies? Back at it again, are we? So, you will ride with me to Salmonis then, she says. You will be welcome company. My poor Liara is under the weather this morning. She was up all night. Liara had 1,000 men last night. She was breaking a record. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Oh, you thank Lady Webspin and settle down for the long journey. Lady Webspin taps on the roof with a fan and the carriage lurches forwards. Liara, the maidservant, is coughing, wheezing, sneezing, and has a nasty red rash on her face. She's honestly... Her mistress gave her some medicine and the girl looks embarrassed. I think Liara is bloody... What's her name, innit? She forgot to turn the camera on. What? I don't get that one. As the carriage rattles along the road to Salmonis, you look out at the passing countryside. At one point, you see a group of villagers chasing a demon across a field. Later on, you see a group of demons chasing a farmer across a field. The plague is spreading, says Lady Webspin. Yeah, probably by you two bitches. Drawing down her window blind, and it looks as if the closer we get to Salmonis, the worse it becomes. But come, let us talk of more pleasant things. Herpes. Yeah, this whole disease is just bloody herpes, is what it is. It's turning everybody crazy. You know. I don't know, I've never had it. I don't know what you get with it. So, it is with the journey passes quickly, you know. You talk all day while Liara dozes, and by the time you get to Salmonis, you're feeling stiff and restless. Honestly, this book is something else. You look up at the high city walls as you approach the main gates. They're built from massive blocks of stone, ancient, and look like they could hold back an army of giants. You pass through them into a small square. It is Westeros now, isn't it? With a customs house, an inn, and a stable block. The carriage stops and you climb out, glad of the chance to stretch your legs in this new little, you know, place that we happen to be at. So, but it's not the bloody... I ain't got a river in it, mate. A fucking river? Whatever. No. Yeah, I'll have that one. Where are we? Customs house. The carriage stops. You climb out. Glad of the chance to stretch your legs. You've been at it for hours. You need a break. So this is Salmonis, just like the Secrets of Salmonis book, isn't it? There are many grand houses lining the streets with red tiled roofs and shady porches, but the whole place seems oddly deserted. Crickets. You feel a drop of rain on your face and you look up to see clouds forming over the city. They don't look like normal clouds either. They're swirling in purple. And the rain that falls from them is purple too. Purple rain! Purple rain! That's what it is. Soon the road is stained and wet with purple rain. Fucking cute a song, isn't it? It's getting late here, guys. I gotta get some shut-eye. Hey, you can sleep when you're dead, Jeff. Come on. No worries, mate. Take care. So, yeah. There is great evil in the world. You turn to see Lady Webspin getting down from the black carriage. She stares at you for a moment, then she walks over to you. Purple rain means that somewhere close there is a demon. Portal, she continues. Some powerful being is working its evil. You know the old rhyme? You know the old rhyme, guys, don't you? I want to cause you sorrow. I want to cause you pain. I want to see you drowning in the purple rain. Everybody, you know it. They say that if you are sucked into a demon portal, you need to chant the words. Exitus, Exodus, Excitius. I think she's been smoking bloody some demon off herself. As she recites the spell, Lady Webspin shivers and takes your hand. I feel terribly alone here, she says. Where is everybody? There's nobody to make a bloody video with. My maidservant, Liara, she's too sick to leave the carriage. And I need to find help for her. I've run her ragged, I'm afraid. Will you walk with me and keep me safe? I'm going to the halls of learning in the hopes to find some students. Fucking Lady Webspin is Bonnie Blue, guys. I'm telling you now. We've just gotten out of the bloody bang bus. The fucking carriage is the bang bus. She's going off to the halls of learning so she can find some more students. She's on a bloody... Oh, look, the hope that the scholars there have found out exactly what is causing this demon plague. Bloody all the sexually transmitted diseases you've been running around the country, love. It's probably what it is. Gates of death? That's her vag, isn't it? Fucking hell. This book's got a new meaning now for me. Oh, God. Oh, I'm going to have to rename this stream, I think. You look away down the street, which is the main west road into town. The houses on either side have their shutters closed, and many of their doors have been boarded up. With its ancient high walls and reputation for learning, you expected Salmonis to feel safe and civilized. Instead, it feels cold and threatening. Oh. Yeah, I think I've caught something off her now. Those bloody nuts. Excuse me. To accompany Lady Webspin, you can go to the halls of learning with her. You know, work the cameras or whatever. Or you can tell her that you're going to forge your own path and bid her farewell before striking out on your own. What shall we do? Shall we go with Lady Blue to the halls of learning? Or shall we say, farewell, love, good luck, and we'll set off on our own? Oh, bloody hell, man, I can't. Losing the will to speak. Go to the halls of learning. Oh, bloody hell. Them nuts, I tell you. Bloody nuts.
We don't need a pimp.
I can feel it, like little fragments of nuttiness on the back of me throat here. It's what's causing all the issues. Apologies, guys. Oh, right. Company Lady Webspin to the college campus. All right. You do know, like, she's not really Bonnie Blue in this story. I'm adding all that. We're not really going to be filming her next video, you know, for OnlyFans or whatever. So, them D-nuts. You're right, Empire, mate. So, you know, I've applied all that extra layer of filth onto this book. So don't get your hopes up if that's not what happens, okay? How you doing, mate? So as you and Lady Webspin walk down the wide rest road, you hear a noise and look to your right to see a group of demons lurking in the alleyway. It's not to be safe out in the open, says Lady Webspin. Take this, it will protect you. She hands you a silver ring, silver-plated, I bet, with an image of a 6-pointed star on it, and you slip in. I feel like a chest burster is going to come out of my chest, is what I feel like. It's... oh, fuck me. She hands you a silver ring with an image of a 6-pointed star on it, and you slip it on. Instantly, you feel a wave of energy and strength pass through you. Add 3 stamina points, which we still can't because we're still on 19, which is the highest we can do. So it's given us all this stamina that we can't actually keep. I had hoped the plague hadn't gotten into Salmonus, says Lady Webspin. Luckily, I know a secret passageway that will get us off the streets and take us straight to the halls of learning. She knows a shortcut to the graduate students' dorms. Follow me. Lady Webspin leads you over to the north side of the road where some steps lead down to a courtyard. Okay? To go with her, you can continue to go with her, or you can part company and go down the west road. Which is where I thought she was going. Yeah, it walks down the west road. So why... oh, no. We could either go with Lady Webspin, or now we could, you know, we could continue, yeah? Alright. Let's go with her. You hear a demon howl in the road behind you and race down the steps 3 at a time. At the bottom is a small courtyard. On the wall ahead of you is a bronze plaque depicting the trickster god Logan in the form of a crazed clown, fucking Pennywise now, with a 6-pointed star symbol on its chest. To your left is another row of steps leading down. Several demons are climbing them towards you. These were once civilized citizens of Salmonus. They're well dressed, and you can see that there's bankers, there's bakers, butchers, builders, merchants, washerwomen, fine ladies, or at least that's what they were before the plague came to town, and now they're just crazed demons. Now they have the wrinkled, leathery skin, the dark eyes of demon kind that you've come to know so well. So, are you wearing a silver ring? Yes, she just literally gave it to us. So, we've got her silver ring wrapped around our finger. Pennywise and Loki's love child, basically, yeah. We must hurry, Lady Webspin goes over to the wall plague, murmurs some words, places her hand on the 6-headed arrow symbol on Logan's chest and presses. There's a click, and a section of the wall slides back to reveal an opening. You can just make out a long, narrow passageway on the other side. It's dark, and it smells of rotting meats. Are you gonna follow? Sorry. Are you gonna follow? Oh shit! What's going on here? My internet's just taking a shit. Is everything okay, guys? Internet just seems to have died here. Even though I'm transmitting at like 17,000 kilobits, I've dropped over 1900 frames for some reason. I don't know why, but it seems to have stabilized now, I think. Let me have a look at my task manager. So we're sending out full internet and we're receiving hardly anything, so it's fine. So it's slowly coming back, yeah? Refresh your screens, guys. Refresh your screens. Screens. Where did I put it? Oh yeah. We must hurry. Are you going to follow Lady Webspin into the passageway or leave her and try out on your own? Hacked by Bonnie Blue. Right, so we're all back to normal. So what shall we do, guys? Should we keep following her? You know? Or shall we just now... I mean, we've got demons after us, and she's got a secret path into the wherever we're going. So, I don't know. What do you want to do? Follow her. Okay, yeah, I was hoping you'd say that, because it seems like the better of the options, you know. She seems to know what she's doing. You hurry into the passageway, and Lady Webspin closes the door just before the demons get to it. That's not the... That's not the one I was looking for, I'm afraid. Oh. Why you resize yourself? It was this one I want. So we go into her passageway. I mean, into the passageway. She closes the door just before the demons get to it. For a moment, it's pitch dark, and you can see nothing. Then there's a spark and a flare of flame as Lady Webspin lights a lamp. "Come," she says, moving quickly along the passageway, which twists and turns, sometimes going up, sometimes going down, and the further you go, the stronger the smell of rotting meat becomes. Finally opened her passageway. Don't stop now. "I have to tell you," Lady Webspin says, "I am from Salmonis. I am a scholar at the halls of learning here. I travelled to Port Blacksan to look for the wizard Nicodemus and see if he might know how to combat the plague. But the city was too dangerous and I had to get out before I found him. When I left here only 10 days ago, my city was unaffected. But now, oh," she says. "Step carefully," she says. "You see a dead soldier on the floor, showing all the signs of having been attacked by these demons. This isn't good," she says. "If the demons have gotten into the halls of learning, there may be no hope for Alancia. I thought this would be a safe place. It seems I may have been wrong. There is another passageway here that will take you straight to Titan Square, the heart of Salmonis. Go that way if you wish." What do you mean, if you wish? We're still sticking with you, love, aren't we? "The passageway forks here. So you can either say goodbye to Lady Webspin and head to Titan Square, or carry on with her to the halls of learning." I mean, she's not let us down so far. What shall we do? Shall we leave her and head to Titan Square, or carry on with her? Stick with her.
Yeah, I feel like that's important, to be honest. Carry on with, to the halls of learning.
You creep past the soldier's corpse and keep close to Lady Webspin as she hurries on. Eventually, you come to a long flight of steps that climb steeply up towards a door. Lady Webspin opens the door and blows out her lamp. Is that a euphemism? You follow her through and find that you are in a grand hall with a polished marble floor and a row of pillars down either side. The ceiling is painted with scenes of the gods, and the walls are lined with books. As you go deeper into the room, you see that there are several men and women chained to the pillars. Lady Webspin gasps and runs over to an old woman dressed in fine clothes. "What has happened here?" she cries. Oh no, that's Lady Webspin, sorry. "Oh, what has happened here?" she cries. "I must release you from these chains. Who did this to you?" "Oh," shouts the old man with a long beard that reaches almost to the floor. "We did this to ourselves. We have observed how a tethered demon cannot break its bounds. If any of us are affected, we will not be a danger to anybody else." Clever thinking, mate. "Oh, thank Damascus you've returned," says the old woman, tears rolling down her face. "Do you bring any good news?" "Alas, I have returned empty-handed," Lady Webspin replies. "Our best hope now lies with this young acolyte here." She nods towards you. "There was another adventurer here," says the old man. He arrived soon after you left, Lady Webspin, and we thought he might help us. But we don't know what happened to him. Things have only gotten worse." Lady Webspin touches your arm tenderly. You must go," she says. "Find the mapmaker, Sanford Swan. Go down the north road from Titan Square and take the second turning on the left. Swan will help you and get what you need for your quest. I will stay here and look for any books that might help me understand what the hell is going on. And then I will leave Salmonus. I need to get as far away from here as I can. Maybe go to Bali, see how it's going over there. Good luck. Maybe we'll meet again." Even as she says this, there's the clank of armor as you see two demon soldiers marching down the hall. "Run!" Lady Webspin shouts. "Save yourself!" Do you want to fight the demon soldiers? Do you want to run from them? Or do you want to use the smoke oil? What shall we do, guys? Do as she says, don't question her. First rule of chess, don't lose your queen. I think that's the rule of life as well, isn't it? Fight! Let's fight the demon soldiers. Okay, interesting. We've got a skill of 9. The demon soldiers smile, showing jagged teeth, and advance towards you. Choose a weapon. Well, we've only got our sneaky sword, so, and it's just a normal sword. So these demon soldiers have a skill. First one has a skill of 8, second a skill of 7, and they have the reverse of that in their stamina. So the first one has a stamina of 7, and the second one 8. So the first one has to -1 off his dice roll. Okay? And the double 1 and double 6 is in effect, guys. Remember that. Okay? So we rolled a 9. They rolled a 3, which becomes a 2. The first one dies by our first stroke. Boom. Now the second one has a stamina of 8, but a skill of 7, so it has to -2 off its dice roll. Alright?
Ooh. So he rolled a 10, which becomes an 8, and we rolled a 9. So they only lose 1 stamina point. So they're down to 7 now. Very, very interesting. Here we go. So we rolled a 6. They got a 7, which becomes a 5. They just lose 1, same again. So now they're down to 6. Man, this is going slow. Come on. These demons. Little... Come on. We did a 6. They did a 9, which becomes a 7. We lose 1. So we're on 18 stamina. We did 8. They did 4, which becomes 2. They lose 6. They're dead. Is that right? 8, 2? Yeah. We win. Ta-da! You move away from the dead soldiers, not wanting to see them as they turn back into ordinary men. Well done, says Lady Webspin, pointing towards the doorway. Now get the fuck out of here. Find Swan. You don't need to be told twice. You run from the halls of learning and onto a landing lined with more books. Guys, I think we're doing pretty well here. What? Let me get the right page here. Yeah, 15. You leap down a sweeping marble staircase and across the entrance hall before bursting outside, just as the clouds open and dump a deluge of purple rain onto the city. Yeah. That's it. These paragraphs sometimes are really short and sometimes they're really long. You just never know what you're going to get. You find yourself in Titan Square. In Titan Square. Okay. No. Titan Square, mate. Same. In the center, surrounded by tall palm trees, stands the statue of Titan that gives the square its name. Titan is foremost amongst all the gods, and the statue is huge. Towering over the grand and imposing buildings that line the square, you see a temple, 3 ducal palaces, the great Bank of Salmonis, and the famous halls of learning, which once stood for knowledge and civilization, but which could now very well be overrun by demons. Set back from the square on the south side is the royal palace of King Solomon. You enter the city by the west gate and have been along the west road. There are 3 other roads leading off the square. Which one will you choose? You're in Titan Square. You can go down East Road, you can go down South Road, or you can go down the North Road. Which of the 3 would you like to do? East, South, or North? Kind of away here. East. East to the west of the west to the east. East Road. You head down the road. There's a noise like marching fleet behind you, but you are moving at speed and cannot see anybody. You come to a crossroads. I feel like this is a bloody maze. You can either go east, or you can go down the street heading south, or you can go down the street heading north, or you can go west. So basically, you can go north, south, east, or west. Which way do you want to go? And I have a feeling this is going to send us around in bloody circles if we don't do it correctly. You know? North. Right. Da, da, da. We're heading north. You walk down the street and come to some steps going up. You climb them and find that they lead to a bridge that crosses over a lower street. There is someone lying on the bridge. It's a wounded city guard. Go back. Stay away from the south gate, he says. There are demons there and the gates are unsafe. They'll fall on you. Everything is falling. It's the end. And look out above you. You glance up and you see movement at a high window. And now you see demons creeping into the street below the bridge. Do you wish to cross the bridge or to go back the way you came? Which one do you want to do, guys? It seems like this city is going to shit. They're creeping into the street. We can either cross the bridge or we can go back the way we came. What shall we do? It's not looking good, guys, for survival. I feel like I need a little bit of a mop job here. There's all this ash stuff everywhere. It's been dusted. Oh, there's the other bloody... Looking for that one. Couldn't find it. Shit. I just knocked the candle. Nearly over, but it didn't. But that nearly went, I tell you. Maybe this glass surely wasn't a good idea. Leave alone, leave alone. Leave alone. Cross the bridge. Cross the bridge. You set onto the bridge and there's a sudden screech from above. A demon has thrown itself out of the window and it knocks you off the bridge. Suicidal demon, guys. I mean, they're getting crazy now. You feel yourself falling and then you land with a thump. And once you've regained your senses, you see that you're surrounded by the demon citizens of Salmonis. Those who were once bankers, bakers, butchers, builders, feel like we've read this bit, merchants, washerwomen, fine lords and ladies are now monstrous things from a nightmare. You close your eyes, not wanting to see the claws and the teeth, the carving knives and mallets and clubs that are coming down towards your head. Your adventure is over. That's it. Like, we fought them off last time. How come we can't do that now? Guys, that's it. We're dead. Your adventure ends here. Like, what the fuck? How come we couldn't fight them? Like, seriously. Like, I wanted to fight. I wanted to fight, man. But it wouldn't let us. We're dead. It's over, guys. It's over. That's it. I mean, I get we're surrounded by monsters and demons, but how come the option just to start throwing magic? We had loads of potions. Like, how come we didn't have the option to fight? Very strange that ending was, I'd say. But that's the way they wrote it. That's what you get, guys, when you mess with demons. Nothing but trouble. Right. Let's have a look here. So the next one we're doing in 2 weeks' time is the Port of Peril. There we go. That's that one, guys. Something to look forward to. An Ian Livingstone original, that is. That's Ian Livingstone's book. He did Port of Peril. His first scholastic outing, this was. So, anyway.
that's what it is next time, guys. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I hope you've all learnt a lesson. Put that book away for another week. No, 2 weeks. Sorry, it's 2 weeks. Not May. What the fuck? We're in March, mate. March the 15th is when we will be doing the Port of Peril. Put it in your diaries, guys. Get ready to rumble. And for now, we can start the countdown. We'll have 3 minutes chatting towards the end. So, guys, thank you all for showing up. I so appreciate this. Like, hey, I might not be PewDiePie here on YouTube, but I feel like I'm having as much fun as he is. All right? I love you all. Thank you so much. Let's have a chat, guys. Let's have a little bit of a chat while we end it all. Not while we end it all. Like, I ain't, killing myself. Like, it's a sad end to a book, but it ain't that sad. All right? But you know what I mean. When we're ending the stream. All right? Guys, I really have enjoyed this. Oh, shit, I can stop the timer. 1 hour and 37. Thank you, Yellow, for that. I forgot to stop the timer on that. So, I'm going to just reinstigate some of these projects that I was doing here. Because it doesn't matter if the internet starts to shit out now. And, yeah. Guys, take care. Like, man. Gates of Doom. Bonnie Blue's Doom. I'll put that book back. Let me whip it out. The next one. Port of Peril. Oh. Here we go. Port of Peril. It's in my hand. It's sitting, resting in my hand now. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've read this. A very long time. So that will be an interesting read. And we didn't even touch the biscuits, guys. So save them. Not till 2 weeks' time, but save them for another time. You appreciate my time. Oh, I love doing this, man. I love doing this. I would do this even if it was just me, which to be honest, that's how I got into Fighting Fantasy. I read them, and I enjoyed them. And it was just me. But I do enjoy it with others as well. It is much more fun in a group. That sounds well dodgy, that does. You know what I mean. Anyway. I'm off, guys. I'll see you on the 15th. Have a great day. I love you all. Peace out.